So we are getting breakfast at a place called MX maybe. It's like a fast food joint for traditional Hong Kong breakfast, which might not be so Chinese, but we got a variety of things to try, so we'll see in a moment here. I believe Lynn got some soy sauce stir-fried noodles that look really good. But yeah, so let's check it out and see what we got going. So I got congee with beef and toast and a cup of coffee. Lynn got the soy sauce noodles with tea instead. Andrew over there, he got some sort of noodle soup, it looks like. I think it's the ramen with the fried egg on it. It's pretty awesome. So, time to eat. So we just finished eating, and this is the place. There you go. So like right there.
Oh yeah, the paper goods.
Yeah, it's all stuff you burn for dead people. Yeah.
Damn, there's water spurting out. They're like washing something, I guess.
Doing laundry.
Like, what the hell is this?
So this area of Hong Kong is known as the Incense shops of the Queens Road West area, and it is known for gifts for those who have already passed on. So in other words, someone who recently died, or perhaps an ancestor that would need money or a tablet or a cell phone, this is where someone would go to buy the goods to be able to burn. Everything is made out of paper, so it's all like paper mache, and you just take the good and then you burn it at a temple in one of their incense type burners, and it is turned into smoke, obviously, and it goes to the heavens to hopefully their ancestors.
Alright, I'm interested. I need to see what this is. Old reels. Oh. They're exercising. They're exercises to keep the elderly mentally sharp. So it's motor function. So it's turning them opposite directions.
So as we go up these steps, we're actually looking for Kowloon Temple and Tai Sui Temple. They're actually right next to each other. And you're actually going to notice here to the left, we're walking right by one of the temples. This is the Tai Sui Temple, I believe, that Lynn just walked right by. And then on the right, as she comes up the steps, is the Kowloon Temple that we'll get. Here's Andrew walking by it right there, and there's me taking a photo of the Tai Sui Temple. Let me go ahead and throw that photo up here for you right now. And then, yeah, it wasn't until we were passing on the street, we asked, hey, where are these temples? And they're like, oh, you walked right by them and pointed them out to us, that we knew. Unfortunately, we didn't get any video on the inside, but let me throw again some photos here for you to see what we actually saw. stopped into a little cafe called Step by Step, and it's about 10 after 11. I'd say their coffee is delicious here. Let's go over what we got. So that's the affogato that, you know, I already finished it, didn't think about filming it. Here's my iced coffee, which they actually use ice to drip through coffee, so it takes about 12 to 18 hours. It's amazingly smooth. It has like an alcohol feeling to it.
I got the rose French, which is just an iced drink, and it smells like a rose, like straight up, like this. These are petals. These are all petals on top. And what did you get?
Oh, sweet potato latte.
Alright.
Yep.
She's still making a drink right there. I think that's a mocha that she's making though.
No, they're out of chocolate.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
that's sweet.
Yeah,
It's purple.
It's purple, it looks brown.
Yeah, it looks purple.
Well,
Yeah, no, I ordered the
Or a second.
mocha, but they told me they're out of chocolate.
so this is what Andrew got. I'll let him tell you.
This is the iced sweet potato latte.
The iced sweet potato latte, you said?
Yeah.
Iced sweet potato latte.
I figured this is probably something I can't really get many places, so I'll try
Yeah,
it.
no, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like the way they do it. Looks like a rose.
Yeah.
The whipped cream?
The whipped cream. It's really nice.
I like the sprinkles.
Have you not seen that before?
Yeah, we tend not to do stuff like that in the United States because we just devour stuff too quickly.
All the lemon work. You just always want the whipped cream blended in your drinks.
Yeah, I almost never want whipped cream on my drinks too. So
So I was like, I could always do one of those.
enjoy. So in this scene, we're actually at Lynn Huang, a dim sum restaurant. It's actually a very famous dim sum restaurant in Hong Kong, and we're looking for a table. As you can see, the place is packed, and it was absolute anarchy inside. Because you could table share, it was a lot of trying to go around and asking, hey, are these seats open or are they all taken? And as you could see, a lot of people are kind of just nodding at us or saying, we've taken all these seats, these are all taken. We got in pretty quickly though, and we were lucky because it only took maybe about 15 minutes for us to get a table to sit down at. It was a very different experience, and unfortunately because of how quick it was, we didn't really have a chance to take any photos or any video of the food we were eating because it was one of those situations where we were trying to get in and out as quickly as possible. It was pure chaos inside, and it was actually really, really difficult to even get just food at the table. The place was really bum rushed, and they didn't have enough wait staff or food really to go around. So as soon as you saw the food, you really had to go running after it. But it was really good dim sum, and it was definitely a great experience. Andrew and Lynn really had an eye-opening here. It was not like any of the dim sum we've ever had in the United States, and it was really, really good food, but definitely not something that any of us would want to do on a daily basis. It was just too much of the fighting over dishes type of deal, and I would definitely say that it does take away from the atmosphere of eating good food, is that you're really struggling to get food on the table at a restaurant where you're paying for the food regardless. So it is a definite place to give a shot at least once, and we did eat dim sum more than one time, but we only ate dim sum at one of these type of Michelin suggested restaurants once, and then we went and tried other things. So yeah, it's I hope you kind of get a view of how crazy it was on the inside though.
We're on our way to the Western Market, and yeah, it's a crazy, crazy street leading up to it. So let's see. There's the ding ding.
here at the Western Market in Hong Kong. It's pretty neat. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not tiny either. There's actually quite a bit of product. I'm sure Lynn was filming a good chunk of it when she was walking around. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't really see how you could spend too long here, unless you're shopping for like product, but there's not actually all that much. There was a couple like hobby shops downstairs. There's a bus model shop, like if you're into buses and trains, transportation, I guess. And there was a couple of cafes and restaurants down there, and that's pretty much it. And this whole second floor looks like it's just pretty much clothing type items, which Lynn was walking around earlier. And then on the top floor, it looks like a restaurant by reservation, because there was a girl that was standing at the bottom of the escalator to go up, and she was just there with a guest list to see if you could get in or not. But we've been here for about maybe 10 minutes, just walked through, and now we're going to go on to our next spot, which is Monmo Temple. So that should be pretty good. And after Monmo, I think we're going to the Peak. So that line hopefully is not crazy. It is a Saturday, so we'll see. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's warm. We just kind of backtracked in an area that we were already at. The Cat Street Market's like maybe, I would say about 20 yards from here. This is Monmo Temple. We actually walked the other way to go get lunch at Tin Huang for dim sum. And now we're coming up to Monmo Temple. It looks like there's no photography allowed inside though, so I don't know how close I'm actually going to be able to get. But you can see it right here behind me. Here at the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Museum. Admission's free. They don't really allow you to record all too much on the inside, but we're on the veranda or the balcony of the second floor of the museum now, and you're allowed to take photos and whatnot out here. There's not actually all too much here to see, but it is allowed, so to say. So thought I'd just make a brief stop and a quick video. I don't know how well you could hear me. There's a lot of construction going on right there. Literally, you can see it. They are rebuilding something over there. Maybe remaking the sidewalk, it looks like. So they have to destroy it first before they could rebuild it. Kind of looks like there's a parking lot there to go into the apartment structure there, so we're quite far out of our way, I would say. There's not actually all too many tourists here, because this is one of those areas where we're actually nowhere really near Central or Wan Chai or Causeway Bay. We're actually quite far outside of Central. Literally behind this museum is the peak, Victoria Peak, although to get to the tram to get onto Victoria Peak, we actually have to go back down that way into Central, away from the peak. That way we can get onto the tram to get up to the top of Victoria Peak to see the well-known views of Hong Kong. Looking forward to that. That's probably really the last thing we're doing. We are so far ahead of schedule that it's kind of scary. We were easily able to find everything. It was really easy to get around. For the most part, we walked everywhere. And yeah, so more in a moment. Looks like there is a tour coming up at 3:30. It is now 2:30, so we're gonna rock around a little bit more and see what we can come up with. All right. We just left the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Museum. It was actually pretty awesome. There was a free tour and admission was free, so you can't really beat that. Free is free. We are looking for the Central Peak Tram deal. I mean, the Hong Kong Park is right here, so I think we're gonna have to make a left, right?
Yeah, eventually. Go left and then right.
So, okay. We'll see what happens. We're trying to make it to the top before sunset. So maybe I could get a time lapse or something of that. We will see. Okay, that's a Central bus. 12? You said 23, right?
Wait.
The bus was 23.
Oh no, the bus
number
was 31 to
31.
get to this
Oh,
one.
okay. Alright, well, more in a moment. Behind me is the Peak, or the Peak Tram. The wait's an hour. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll buy the tickets online. Right now we're gonna go to the Hong Kong Gardens and then go get dinner. They are lifting something to the top of that building.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the line is incredible. There's a genius over there because the line is out in the heat and there's some dudes selling like ice cold drinks. We didn't expect to spend such a long time at the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Museum. We got a free tour, so it was worth it. We'll just come back tomorrow or Monday. I mean, we have 10 days here, so we'll definitely come back. I wanted to try to get a time lapse of sunset. And sunset's actually in about 20 minutes here. So with an hour wait, there was no way we were gonna be able to get up there. So we abandoned that, decided to go into Central really, and we'll just walk around the park, which should be pretty cool because this park is considered a very strange type of park. More of a museum type deal, I believe is what they were saying. And we're going to the park via St. John's Cathedral. I believe that's what this is. We'll see you in a moment. On our way to the Hong Kong Park, which is actually that way. They have a pretty cool water fountain right next to the church here. Really, it looks like they're like renovating everything because there's scaffolding and stuff here too, but let's check it out. Oh, this is the Chung Kong Park, as said right there. Pretty nice. I tend to do this a lot, but we always seem to walk to the back of an attraction and then walk back around to the front.
Like walking.
Yeah, I guess I love to walk, but that aside, we have made it to Hong Kong Park. Alright. It went from really tight to really wide. So cool. Let's check it out. So we found a Michelin star place known for their roast goose. Ordering here was probably the hardest thing so far. There was a lot of pointing and I hope understanding. The problem is I can't differentiate the word for rice and noodles. They're both like fun. It's like fun and fun. And I hope she got the order right. But I did point, so should be good. So we got 3 dishes of the roast meat, that's supposed to be famous here, and 1 plate of vegetables, a couple of teas. We're gonna have to get one more for Andrew because we asked for water and she's like, we don't serve water here. What else? Alright, so Andrew got the barbecue pork, which that looks amazing. And then Lynn and I got the roast pork. Lynn got noodles, and I got rice because I wanted rice. So, but the roast goose is what they're known for. So let's see how it is.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Amazing.
All right, so it is a few months later now. I am finally getting to the editing part of this video and noticed there's no video after this. We didn't film an ending to that day. And all we did really after we finished eating that delicious food was go back to the hotel to get ready for an early start on the next morning. So, we'll see you in the next episode. Sorry about that.